31 kids found working graveyard shifts on meat plant kill floors. More after this. Hello everyone and welcome back to AFG's Point of View, where I give you my analysis on the most popular topics in the world today. In today's video, we have young children working the graveyard shift in a slaughterhouse. Before I dive into the details of the video, if you're new here, welcome. Welcome to AFG's Point of View. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button as well. There'll be more awesome, loving, and wonderful people over, similar to yourself, all my normal subscribers. Thanks for coming back. I'm diving in. In a complaint filed Wednesday that reads straight out of the Great Depression, the feds requested a temporary injunction on a massive sanitation company that's accused of employing children as young as 13 in dangerous overnight shifts at food processing plants. Packer Sanitation Services, known as PSSI, is under investigation by the Department of Labor after a credible tip uncovered that at least 31 children were employed to clean industrial equipment, the complaint said. At least two of the child workers suffered caustic chemical burns and other injuries while working on the kill floor, where cattle are butchered. At a plant operated by JBS Foods in Grand Island, Nebraska. You familiar with that? PSSI hires local workers throughout the country to sanitize industrial plants like food processing facilities, overnight shifts that include work with and around dangerous machinery. Now, that don't make no damn sense, and you got 13-year-olds working with that. Come on. And the use of strong chemicals, according to an employee onboarding video on YouTube. Check them out. The company's website says it has 17,000 employees. Okay. The department said it discovered the child laborers at the Grand Island location and at two Minnesota plants, one operated by JBS Foods in Worthington and the other by Turkey Valley Farms in Marshall. None of the children mentioned. Wait a minute. This okay, we're jumping all over. You know how ads get. None of the children mentioned in the complaint were identified, but the filing listed their working hours as far exceeding what permitted under federal law for minors. All of the minors involved were Spanish speakers, the complaint said. The Fair Standards Labor Act, enacted in 1938, established that minors under the age of 14 be barred from working altogether. Teens between 14 and 15 are permitted to work past 9 p.m. in the summer and past 7 p.m. during the school year. Labor laws also are more lax for those 16 and older, but still being working more than 3 hours on a school day and more than 18 hours in a week. The legislation also bars children from operating on or around hazardous equipment. The feds say these laws were brazenly ignored by PSSI. You don't say. With one child worker, 14-year-old student, a Walnut Middle School in Grand Island, working from 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. 5 to 6 days a week between December and April. It goes on and on and on. What I'm going to do is stop right there, and I'm going to get my take on it, and we're going to keep it moving. All right. First and foremost, why is this kid working from 11 p.m. to 5 a.m.? He or she is 14 years old. And two, where the hell is the parents at? Okay. Now I understand they're Spanish-speaking parents. They might need the money. They might say, hey, mom, I'll go out and work. You know what I mean? I got somebody to let me work these hours. All right, cool. How much you getting paid an hour? 17, 18 hours an hour? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You know, they got to put the hourly rate up for it to be a decent wage for somebody to want to even go think about doing something like that, because I'm not sure if you know, but the slaughterhouses, that's the last place you want to be. Why do you think they have Spanish-speaking people that don't know the English, okay, that probably need a few dollars and desperate for the money? Why do you think they got them young kids in there working at? Ain't no person in their right mind gonna go in there and work that plant. That stinks, okay? I've been around that kind of stuff. Now, I ain't never worked in a slaughterhouse. I kind of glazed through it, and I've heard stories about it, okay? And it ain't a good look, okay? I'm just gonna be honest with you. Now, the reason why the chemicals are so strong is because they got to kill all those chemicals so that when they kill the meat, when they kill these cows again, they don't want any cross contamination with the blood and then the salmonella and then all that kind of, listeria and all this other stuff that's going on with the meat. And it's always some issues with this meat. So once they get it all taken care of, put it in the freezer, freeze it up, get it out of there and freeze it up. Then they kind of pass it, they can just move on to the next one. You know what I'm saying? It's a certain process how they do it. But the fact that you got 31 children in 2 different plants, working those hours and just, getting burnt, being around hazardous material, you cleaning material. Think about it. Let's just think about this. You got a whole cow in there, right? Or a pig or whatever the animal may be. When you slaughter these animals, you need some heavy duty equipment. They ain't trying to slow walk this, all right? They ain't slow walking the cow. Oh, we're just gonna slow walk it, okay? We just gonna cut them a little bit, Listen, bro, when they go in there, they go hard in the paint. Sometimes what they do is they blind these cats, they come through, they sneak right up on them. They don't even know what's about to come. They don't even know what's about to happen. Executionist style. Whoosh, get him out of there. Next. Move to the next, get him out of there, move him to the next one. They got a certain way that they do it. It's an assembly line. Meanwhile, it's an animal. So when you cut an animal's head up, what they gonna do? They're gonna buck wild. They're gonna go all buck wild. Once they bleed out, you move them out of there. Next. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like you can't get attached. So if you see it, if you're a lover of animals and you see this, you're gonna wig out. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna be honest with you. You know what I mean? But if you eat meat, you don't know where the meat came from. You eat hot dogs, you eat bacon, you eat ham, you got Thanksgiving turkey, you got, a hamburger, you know what I'm saying? You got a steak. Listen, these animals got to get killed in order for you to get that meat. Now, I don't make the rules, I just got to follow them. You know what I'm saying? So we got to eat, you know what I'm saying? We are the dominant race on this planet, you know what I'm saying? Everything around it is for our own consumption, you know what I mean? Deemed by the good Lord himself. So, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, but these people, I'm glad that the feds is actually getting on them, because there's a lot of these companies, these small companies, especially companies like this, you know what I'm saying? It's cutting a lot of corners because they can't get people to work. You can't get people to work as it is. Imagine wanting to work in somewhere like that. Ain't no way they gonna be working. So they're like, yo, you wanna work? I'll pay you $18 an hour. Now as a 13, 14-year-old, you getting $18 an hour. You show them your check at the end of the week, they gonna work. They gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm curious to know the grades of these children. They didn't mention any of the children. I'm just curious to know the grades of these children are bringing home. You know what I'm saying? Working at these companies. Because there's no way in hell you can be alert, attentive, ready to go to school doing what you got. You can't. There's no way. 11 to 5, you come home, you going to sleep, you sleeping for 8 hours. So what that tells me is, if they already gave you a job, you ain't thinking about going to school. You don't even want to go to school. You're going to work that job and you're going to keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Get this money. So some families need the money. I'm gonna tell you like this: if your child is in there, you need to get them out quick. You got plenty of time to work, okay, and plenty of time to get money. When you're a child, stay a child, okay. Don't rush to be an adult, because it ain't as easy as some people make it look. I'm just gonna put it like that. All right. So with that being said, if you like what you've heard, please don't hesitate to hit the subscribe button down below. Hit that like button as well. Bring more awesome, loving, wonderful people over, similar to yourself. All my normal subscribers, thanks for coming back. Thanks for sharing the video. Thanks for letting your family and friends know about the video. And if you happen to be one of those that didn't do that yet, this is the perfect time. Share this video. You know what I'm saying? Let your family members and friends know, you know, what AG's is doing. We're on our road to 10,000, you know what I'm saying? So I need your help to keep this thing going. And I'll see you guys at the finish line. Do me a huge favor. Come visit me on my TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. You know, let's have a conversation, you know what I mean, about some of these things that's coming up. Thinking about a few things, you know what I'm saying, you know, I don't know if I'm gonna do them or not. You know, I'm gonna run about my, you know, my team, and we'll come up with a decision. So if they like it, they say okay, but we're doing some different things around here. So these videos will continue to go. I'm just saying TikTok, you know, some fun things or whatever here it is. So, you know, just trying to find some fun things to do, spice it up a little bit. You know what I mean? I know I'm pretty boring and, you know, mundane, but forgive me. That's just how I am. Sorry. But at any rate, in the meantime, between time, I love every single one of y'all. Thank you for watching the video thus far, and I will see you in the next episode. Peace.